So this is part 2 Angular 14 series. So in this video I will explain how do we configure account layout along with the routing. So with this topic I also need to explain how do we configure Bootstrap 5 and how do we create the folder structure for layouts and also configure routing with lazy techniques. So in this 3 points we'll focus, and anyhow, so in this total series we are going to use the Bootstrap 5 CSS framework as of now. So later on we'll configure the Angular material, so in upcoming videos. So flip to Visual Studio Code. So this is a fresh Angular application. Already I have explained the same thing in part 2. If you are new in this series, please go through part 1, then come to part 2. Okay, so basically what I'll do, instead of installing the Bootstrap 5 inside this Angular 14, I will directly use that Bootstrap CSS framework library, I mean CDN link inside this index.html. So from this, what do we get a benefit from this? Yes, if we install Bootstrap 5 using CLI from npm, then when we build the application, that time what will happen, so bundle size will be increased, I mean file size will be increased. But if we place that CDN link inside this index.html, then the bundle size won't be increased at least, and directly we'll have the Bootstrap CSS library. Okay, so due to that reason I'm going to use that CDN link inside the index.html. So for that to do, so search here Bootstrap 5 CDN and go to the first link, and here you will find it out from that Bootstrap website. So here copy it and paste it over here. Okay, so this is one step to configure Bootstrap. Now next step, go to the app folder, and here I will create basically one folder that is called core, and this core folder will have layouts. Okay, so let me create it first. Layouts. So basically in this folder we'll have two layouts. One is the account, which will contain the login and forgot password and other things, and one more layout would be for dashboard. So these two layouts would be totally different, so we'll place it inside this core folder. Now if you are thinking why do we create the core folder, why do we need it? So in this video maybe you won't get it, but going forward, as we move to the next level, then maybe you will have the clear picture on this. Okay, so later on I will explain why do need this core folder. Okay, okay, now open the terminal and use that CLI command to create the components, ngGC, then layout, then account. Press enter. It will create core. This command is not available when running the Angular CLI outside of workspace. Sorry, I need to go inside this Angular 14 path, then I need to use this command. Okay, this components is having basically layouts folder, and inside this layouts we have that account layout. Okay, Now similar way I can create the dashboard as well. Okay, now we have two components inside this layout, account and dashboard. Okay, now next step is to use this layout inside this app component HTML. Okay, so first of all I need to configure the routing. Okay, so I want the URL structure to be like that: localhost 4200. Okay, let me increase the browser size as well, that is visible for everyone clearly. Okay, now this one, account slash login. So I want this structure would be for the login now URL. So for that, what I need to do, first of all I need to use the path. If path is coming blank, that means this one. If this if I type localhost colon 4200, then that means front of this URL there is no such kind of thing. So no other string. So that's what I'm just considering. If it is coming blank string, then it will redirect user to account path, and I will use path match exactly this path to be exactly blank, then only it will redirect to the account. Okay, now next step is to, if path is coming account, then I will use component is account component. What I need to use, I need to use the children. So children also will have children routing configuration. Like if I go if I go to like this account, and then the login, and if I have that forget password, if I click on that forgot password, then the routing path would be like this, forgot password, like this. So this is the way, and but this would be the my master component, or you can say master page, where that logo, other things will be there, but only the content will be changed based on the child path, or login or forget password, like that. Okay, so to configure that thing, what I need to do, I need to create one more folder here, that is called page, and inside that pages will have page module, like login page module, forgot password page module, any other page module, like dashboard will have so many page module. So while we'll navigate one page to another page, that time lazy routing technique would be applied. Okay, so that technique I am going to explain. So let me open the terminal one first. Let me stop this. Okay, so now create ngmm for module, then my folder would be like pages slash account slash login. Okay, I'm actually grouping the login and forgot password inside the account folder, so that it would be helpful for in future, okay, to understand. So let me create the component for that module as well. Go to here, so I can check. Okay, pages folder has been created, pages account, and then login. Okay, login module and login component. Okay, now come to this sorry, path is blank. So after localhost 4200 slash account slash login, there is no extra string or any character now in front of login. So that's what I'm considering. If it is coming blank, then please load my login module. Okay, for that load children option is there. Okay, this load children is basically what is happening. So module will be loaded at runtime. Okay, instead of injecting or registering all the components in the app module, will load the module, respective module, at the runtime based on the requirement. That is called a lazy routing. Okay, so I will use arrow notation here. This is the syntax to load the module. Now first of all, okay, let me give the path pages slash layer account slash login module, and as this is returning promise, so I have to resolve it m.login module. Okay, now save this file. Now go to this login module here. Once we have a login module, then what you need to do, I need to register the router. I need to configure the routing path as well for this module. For child, if path is coming as blank, then it should component to be loaded, my login component. Okay, so I guess at this moment, at this point, you understood it. If you have any doubt, please put comments in the comment box so that I can give you the more clarification on this. Okay, now go back to the account HTML. No, sorry, app component HTML. Here is the basic generated file content. I will remove all the contents from here. So I will basically use the router outlet to render the child components content. So in our case, app routing module, first when it will run in the path coming as blank, then it will redirect to account slash login. If path is coming login, account login, then app component content will be loaded. So, and after that app component. Okay, so at this moment, if I run the application, let me run it first. Okay, let me type this. Perfect. Now see, it is redirecting to the account slash login, and once we have this account slash login, we are getting that account works. That means account content has been loaded. But after that, it should show login works. Child content should be loaded, this content. So for that, what I need to do, let me close this terminal and let me verify. Okay, so why it is not coming here? So once we have, so as I said, this account layout component would be the master component. So inside this master component, I need to use that router outlet element, so that each children of this master page to be rendered inside this master page content. Okay, now see, login works. Okay, now if I have any other component forgot password, then if I go inside this forgot password path, then the forgot password content would be rendered here, and but account works, that layout will be fixed. Okay, so this is the whole idea to configure the account layout. Next video, I will show you how do we use that Bootstrap 5, which I have already configured in the index.html, and so on. Okay, and also I will create the forgot password layout, so that I can easily move to login to forgot password and forgot password to login. So how it will work, so in upcoming video we'll see that. Okay, for that, stay tuned. So thank you for listening. Have a great day.